I started in education as a high school teacher, and really it's come back to that, you know? And in the beginning I thought, okay, urban farming, I need to sell vegetables at a market or to a chef, and that's what's gonna make it. So I think that dream, totally unsuccessful. You know, I'm not doing that, but I think it's shifting this other way, and you can hear laughter behind me probably. As a community organism, so we're a collective of different nonprofits and for-profit entities working in and around horticulture and agriculture as a community organizing tool. It has very little to do with my direct input today, and that to me is something that's sustaining and living on its own. Running a place like this, you got to juggle a lot of things at one time. Sorry, that's so cheesy, but I had to. It's just really allowing a lot of different people to come into this space, right? And so I've let go a lot of the management and curation of the space to the people that are showing up here. The role that I've fallen into for myself is a little bit of maintenance guy and just fixing and creating infrastructure to facilitate people being here. And the idea is that it can be a model to sort of demonstrate to the city that there's a pathway and a desire for this stuff. And there's a way for them to use the tens of thousands of underutilized or vacant acres that they have and really give it back to the community to grow and sustain their own health and well-being.
I think Elliott's able to make a lot of impact because he's extremely generous with his knowledge, understanding, and with the opportunities that he's had. The space became available and he was no longer cultivating it, and he offered it to us at a very affordable rate that allows us to expand our programming and have sustainability, and that's very hard for urban farmers here in LA. In Van Nuys, there's a lot of immigrant families and a lot of poverty. There are lots of families that are low income, lots of people of color. So yeah, I started Black Thumb Farm as a way to be more involved in my community, to give back to my community, because I was kind of tired of seeing this food movement happening with so many people of privilege and really leaving out like an entire chunk of our community. The schools around here do not have a lot of green space, and they haven't developed a lot of green space. It's hot and it's brown and it's gray, and there's no green space for them, which makes sense why they love Black Thumb Farm so much. These kids not only like it, but they tell all their friends and their neighbors about it, and then they bring a bunch of their people from their schools here. Like, that's been a sure sign of success to me, that this program's working and we're giving them something, because they're not only coming back, they're bringing others with them. Bella says, instead of saying the flowers are ugly, she says non-bouquet. Being able to work with kids in this setting where they come here and they are excited to be here and they're happy to be here and they care a lot about the work they get to do is, you know, the privilege of a lifetime, truly.
Before and after.
Before and after, that's right. Baby, mommy. Okay, that's all. That's your lesson for the day.
Okay.
We did Dahlia and a zinnia.
If you're watching the people that are hustling around here right now, the people coming in this door, come on in. Most people are coming locally. They might be here for a workshop. They might be here just to drop off compost. We have some people with kids that come just to let their, kids chill and feed the ducks. We have other community organizations that are running their programming.
The next 30 minutes are going to be your connection to nature.
I think this is just absolutely about opening up a space where other people can do their thing and learn. And maybe that's starting a new career venture, or maybe that's taking their nonprofit and opening it to a new level. There's a concept in educational called reciprocal learning. And so the idea is everyone is a teacher, everyone is a student at all times. I have things to share, I know stuff, you know stuff. And if we're in a collective and collaborative space, well then there's this kind of cool spiral where everyone's sharing their knowledge and acquiring knowledge.
You want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. I think sharing a common value structure makes it all work. It's like everyone who's a part of whatever's happening here at Cottonwood really believes in advocacy, believes in sustainability, and believes in community support. And so even as we function autonomously, there's a underlying value system that everyone shares. And so we're able to work collaboratively very easily.
Come on, buddy.